I'm sure you guys know a lot of people who tell you that they get the flu shot to help the quote unquote immunocompromised. But do those people telling you that really know what that word means and who they're actually protecting? So today I'm going to go over that word and help you understand more of what that word means and who we're actually protecting or not protecting. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Erin, and I've been a registered nurse in the state of Massachusetts for over 23 years. I'm also a board certified holistic nurse. I'm a personal trainer through NASM and a group fitness instructor through AFA, and I hold a certificate in plant-based nutrition through the T. Collin Institute for Nutrition Studies. My goal is to educate people and to inform people fully so that they can make great healthcare decisions for themselves. So let's get started. I am going to bring something up because I'm going to present you with data, because I'm just not speaking from experience, although I will speak from my professional experience. But another source that I want everybody to be aware of is called the Physicians, hold on, let me bring it up here. It is called the Physicians Informed Consent.org. So if you go right to this website, they are about fully informing people about their healthcare decisions, and especially when it comes to vaccines. So I encourage everybody to go to this site. I'm going to go through, this is where I'm getting my information today, but I'm also going to get my information from me or give it to you from my experience because I take care of the immunocompromised people. All right, so as I told you, a lot of people talk about the word immunocompromised, or they say they're vulnerable. And I understand that people want to feel good. They want to feel like they did something great. They got a flu shot. They're helping to protect the other person. You know, it's a good feeling when you do something good, when you think you're doing something good. But unfortunately, people don't really know who they're protecting, or if there is even a person that they need to protect. Because if, for example, if you work in a school system and you say, I get my flu shot to protect the vulnerable, well, do you know if they have a diagnosis of being immunocompromised? Are they under the care of a doctor? There's no way of anybody knowing, because that would be a privacy violation. That would be a HIPAA violation. Nobody can tell you that because we don't have that privilege, okay? So when you just kind of say, I'm going to get a flu shot to protect the immunocompromised, but you don't really know what that means. So let me help you break that down a bit. All right. What I do as a nurse is I see immunocompromised patients in their homes, and I give them what's called IVIG. It's a long word. It's intravenous immunoglobulins, which is just saying that I give them antibodies. So it's a blood product, and some people can't make enough antibodies for some reasons that we won't get into. I have my own ideas of why I think that happens, but for some reason they are immunocompromised. They're under the care of a physician, and most of them are under care of an immunologist, a rheumatologist, gastroenterologist. They're all under the care of some type of specialist because of their immune deficiency. And I go to their homes and I give them IVIG. And they do very well, and they're all immunocompromised. And guess what? This is a news flash. They all get their flu shot. Can you believe it? Even though they're immunocompromised, it is recommended by their physicians that they receive the flu shot. Now, this is mostly individual and based on the relationship or their diagnosis and their individual care. But I can tell you that I take care of grown-ups and adults, and I still talk like a PD nurse, calling them grown-ups. And all of my patients are immunocompromised, and they all get the flu shot. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought? But the reasoning behind that, and I'm not saying if it's right or if it's wrong or if I agree or disagree, the reasoning behind that is that if they are immunocompromised, then they can't fight, or they have increased risk of getting something like the flu. So they get the flu shot. Now, another news flash is the flu shot is not tested in the clinical trials with the immunocompromised people. Okay, so we don't even know if it works, but they still suggest it. I am not giving my opinion here. I'm just giving you facts. When they do the trials for the flu shot, they don't include the immunocompromised person, but it is suggested that most of them receive the flu shot. All right. So now I'm going to go over the Physicians for Informed Consent. This is an amazing thing. You need to go here and read it. It's awesome. It's called the Immunocompromised School Children Risk Group Information Sheet. Now, this is what I call fully informed consent. Okay, or just fully informed. Being fully informed is so important, especially when it comes to your health care and the situation of the medical system right now is crazy. All right. So I told you what it means to be immunocompromised. Some people can't fight infection because their immune system isn't producing enough antibodies or for other reasons as well, okay? But they can attend school. The immunocompromised child can definitely attend school. Years ago, it was thought that they probably shouldn't, but because we have great care, great treatments, and great diagnoses, we can now send those kids to school. Now, something very important, does the vaccination status of another kid pose a risk to the immunocompromised child? No, it doesn't. The vaccination status of other school children does not pose a significant risk to the immunocompromised school child for the following reasons, 5 quick reasons, okay? Some of the vaccines can just not prevent 100% of the spread of the virus or the bacteria. So when it comes to the flu vaccine, we all know that it's not 100% effective. Hey, on a good year, it might be 50% effective, right? And so now we're all getting the flu shot and it's not preventing against the flu 100%. All right, so immunoglobulins is available for the immunocompromised child exposed to certain infectious diseases. So what's great about IVIG is what I give is that they're getting antibodies from other people. It's a blood product. So if those people are exposed, then they actually get those antibodies and they'll be able to live a normal, healthy life. And I'm telling you, most of them do extremely well. And all my patients, I have kids and adults, all get the flu shot. Okay? All right, some infectious diseases rarely cause complications in the immunocompromised school children. So they can fight an illness, and they might need a little extra longer, antibiotics or a little more care under their doctor, but the infectious diseases rarely cause complications in the immunocompromised child. All right. Not all infectious diseases are contagious. And one final thing, some infectious diseases are not spread in schools. We're going to keep it to the flu shot. Now, another important thing, can the immunocompromised school child be vaccinated? And the answer is yes, they absolutely can. They have that option. Now, it all depends on what they're being treated for, who their doctor is, how their doctor feels about vaccines and their diagnosis, and what they're going to do. Okay, so immunocompromised school children have the option to receive all of the licensed vaccines in the U.S. except for the live vaccines. Now, we're not going to go into that because I'm just going to keep it to the flu shot. Okay, but there is a live vaccine flu shot. You would never give that to an immunocompromised person. So I think just the bottom line is we all need to be aware of what we're saying when we're saying I get a flu shot because I have to protect the immunocompromised. And I get it. We all want to help people. I understand that. But we all need to be informed of what that actually means and how sick are these people. Now, there are some people, some kids and some adults who are so immunocompromised that they shouldn't be out in public. So I'm talking about immunosuppressive therapy, chemotherapy, like hardcore chemotherapy, a bone marrow transplant, an organ donor transplant, a heart transplant. Those people, after they come home from the hospital, they are basically bubbled in their house. Another newsflash, later on when they fully recover, it most likely will be suggested that they receive their vaccinations all over again, most likely including the flu shot. okay? Because like I said, the theory is that they are vulnerable, so that they should get the flu shot. All right, everybody, I hope this video really helped. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here for everybody during this difficult time. I know it's hard for all of us, but I'm here to inform everybody through education, through science, through my experience. So stay strong out there, people. Have a good day.